This is how I won $1,000 Creators Cup tournament. Here's everything. We got a news around a month ago that this was gonna start. Just from that day forward, I was into an analysis battle. I was analyzing every single one of my battles. I was trying to understand what goes wrong, what can I do better, what is the meta, and not only that, playing tournaments with the best of the best. After adapting and adjusting many times before tournament, I was ready with in total 5 decks. Out of them, I had used 3 of them in this entire tournament, and it depended on the opponents, as 2 of my opponents, Whipcore and Saska, were completely new to me. I knew nothing about them, I had never faced them, I didn't know how they play, and that was a blind battle for me. So that was not as easy to predict unless that was Drow. I knew how he plays and what he can do, and I was prepared for that fight too. But here are all of the battles, one by one, letting you know what was my plan, and this is how I won. So I am recording this just a few minutes before my match with Saska starts off. This tournament is a big thing, at least for me. It means a lot, and I have tried to do the best I could. Before this, I did a lot of tournaments, I did a lot of private matches with one of the best on leaderboard, and not even on the leaderboard, but just really good players in terms of skill. I have played against them, learned, lost many battles, and finally have came up with a few decks which I am going to be using in this entire tournament. I don't really think about losing or winning. I just want to perform the best I can. I want to be satisfied with what I have put it in as my effort, and if I can do that, I'll be happy regardless of the fact I win or lose. At the end of the day, it's God's plan, I would consider, but I have faith, I have a lot of hope. I'm gonna do my best. Thank you for the support. I don't know how it's gonna go on, but there's hope. I'm gonna do my best. Good luck to everyone, and let's begin. And by the time you are watching this, you basically know the results, so there isn't anything like leaking my deck or anything, but let's see. Alright, perfect. GG's. So his deck has Battle Mecha, which definitely does hard counter me, apparently, but let's see. I'm hoping for anything except Stormcloud Mountains, but because in Stormcloud Mountains there is JT, which can completely counter me and put him in a better advantage. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this arena. First match was definitely a rough one because I was using my classic blocking deck where I am just gonna try to block all of his tower and get him overwhelmed. That was my strategy in the first match. I didn't want it to reveal my true deck in just the first match, and regardless who my opponent is, I always tried to do so. At least in the first match, I didn't want it to do that, so I tried my best to hide that strategy, but in here I found myself in a very hard spot where he had battle mecha, so his towers were pretty much safe, and my strategy became a little bit numb against his entire strategy. So first match was on his side, but then I had to use my true deck. Alright, GG's. That was quite hard countering. Oh god. That was rough with the hard countering boss, but time to get serious because we are no longer messing around with this. I'm thinking to go with the ghost. My main deck was pretty much simple. I will be using Ice Cold and Blazing Gem as my main tower, where Rocket Gunners are just gonna act as support. It was not exactly Rocket Gunner spam, it was Rocket Gunner spam with Blazing Gem. So if I can spawn camp the boss with Blazing Gem and deal as much damage as possible and then let my Rocket Gunners do the damage, that was basically how I wanted my entire strategy to go, and it did go well enough in both of the rounds, to say the least. Because our accounts were set it up on Stormcloud Mountains, we weren't gonna face any Forsaken Valley or Bandit's Lair maps, so I was completely not worried about facing any harder enemies. I just knew what was gonna come in, so I had the predictions in, I knew how to counter each of the bosses, and I executed the strategy, and it worked out pretty well. Alright, whew. That was actually a little bit stressful because I was 1-0. Alright, it's 1-0. This deck gets countered by that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna build in front. We can just go with Brood Mother, I guess. Oh my god, I can't look at a thing. We buy and keep on doing this until I win. GG's. I had to full sweat, sorry about that. I won the first match. We're moving into semifinals. Whew, this is gonna be close. Let's see who's gonna face me. Wish the best to everyone, because now I feel unstoppable. I needed this first win. I was nervous for the first win, but now I don't feel nervous. I'm very much proud of my strategy, to say the least. Let's do this. So wish everyone the best. Meet you in the next one. Well, today is the second day, and it's against Gripper. I haven't gotten in touch with Gripper at all. I know him, and this is the first time I'll be playing against him. I don't know what strategy he may use. I have a few decks which I have been testing out and have tested in previous matches, which I would be using. And yes, after yesterday's win, I feel quite confident. Let's see how God Plans goes, and I will be pouring out the best regardless the win or loss. Here goes nothing. Way to the finals is what I'm hoping for, to counter if he uses Blazing Gem strategies against me. This is the mid strategy where this is a strategy which I will be using completely when I feel like I just need a different strategy against him. If I feel like it, this or this, any of these two are going to be proving out to be my starting strategies. In this deck, I could use Sabotage. I'm taking the risk of not using it because I need that 7% extra damage for the hero. Parasite already deals a lot of damage, so having that would be very much fine. Rocket Gunners, then Twilight Longbows. Strategy is pretty straight up forward. Blazing Gems there. In case if he uses Rocket Gunners against me, Blazing Gem can actually counter it pretty much well enough. I've also seen that Archmage can be very annoying to deal with from previous matches, so it can be tough, definitely, but I'm ready to that. I'm ready to go. But here goes nothing. I get much more stronger than any of these. He doesn't have anything specific which counters me, unless he gets something rich from boosters to counter me. Morph Tower, I'm definitely going with that because I know how important that is against the Blazing Gem. Pretty straightforward. I used my main deck. Here I wanted to take no chance in revealing my strategy because I knew next opponent is going to be Drow, and it truly does not matter what strategy I use anymore. I'm not gonna be just holding back. That was one thing I decided to do over here, because if I reveal my strat and still hold back, what's gonna happen is he's gonna be able to counter me, is what I believed personally. So I just had to use this strategy on the best way possible so I can get rid of the boss as soon as possible, as I have Blazing Gem in front, Rocket Gunners to support it, Glacial Druid just to slow down enemies so my Rocket Gunners and Blazing Gem can take out all of the enemies. And at the last wave, Barbarians seemed to be very much useless, to say the least. They didn't got me any good use out of any of the matches, so I did had in mind that in next matches I will get rid of the Barbarians because I won't be facing any Armadillos or something. Alright. GG's. Get rid of my blazing gem and all, and he's using musketeers to counter my hero. I can definitely see his vision over here, but that ain't stopping the rocket gunner spam, my friend. The map, I don't think musketeers are going to be able to handle what comes up in the late waves, but let's see. I don't know if blazing gem is going to be as helpful as anything else at the moment. I just am not sure. Instead, I might just want to get this again. I'll get this in this lane. That was definitely a great try from him, yet if he used more than one dwarfs and managed to max them out, things would have been a lot different for me. At least it would have made me got a little bit worried because of the glacial druid not being able to stop all of the enemies, yet he didn't do that, and that was one of the reasons I genuinely believe things got on my hand. I would consider the musketeers were quite annoying too, as they were attacking my ice cold constantly throughout the match. That was quite annoying, but rocket gunners for the carry. If devs are watching this, I am pretty sure they're getting nerfed next season. Fast wave, wish you the best, and wish me the best too. 5% extra damage, I'll take it. Get the barbarians back. You don't need them at the moment. Alright. Alright, GG's. We won once more and we are back into finale. This is amazing. Okay, GG's. So it's the final day. The battle day, the finale, numero uno. We are in the final battle against Drow. I have things in my mind. I have prepared for this very moment. And with that, I'll talk about this, as if you can see over here. This will be the deck I'll be using today. Yes, you are seeing Beresad being added instead of Ice Cold, as I think Beresad is more preferable over here. He is performing more better with this deck. I removed out the Barbarians because I won't be facing any Armadillos first of all. Barbarians were only there because of the Armadillos. We are not facing it, it's fine. Now, in case if Drow has an anti-meta deck, I also have an anti-meta deck. When I look back at the recording, I feel proud about my predictions over here because I predicted it so well. Oh boy. Necromancer to counter everything against me. Rocket Gun gets countered by Tesla, this much easily. Beresad for the damage and clear up. This will help my Rocket Gunners to deal with all damage types easily. Rocket Gunner spam is going to be as it is. And over here, you know the strat. You guys watched all of the battles before. If you didn't, then you should. Why are you watching directly this? And I wish him the best. I don't know how it's gonna go on. I am not here to win or lose. I don't have any of those thoughts in my mind. I just want to perform at the best I can. And if I can perform at the best my potential is, I'll be happy with any results possible. Try my best to win, of course, but you get the point. At the end, it's God's plan. I truly believe in it, and I'm gonna do my best I can and try to win this tournament as I really want to. Maybe I'm taking this too much seriously, but I really want to win, and that's all that is. So, yep, training to dominate, and let's hope we can dominate or at least win this championship. So, before we start, I wish you the best, of course. The battle between us was something community has been waiting a lot.
Battle to Sun Wukong versus Erlang Shen from the 13th century novel Journey to the West.
Ooh,
although
nice.
today I'm looking to rewrite history.
Nice. Wish you the best, and yeah, let's do our best.
Awesome. Good luck, man.
Good luck. Oh well, it can counter me. Definitely it can. I gotta make good use of AoE, and Blazing Gem is just like optional over here. It's not gonna be helping me too much. But let's see. Well, I would definitely love to go with the Golem, but I'm gonna go with it's okay. I'm going for more gold again. I'm not gonna go with that. I'll go with the magic resistant golem. Why did it target it there? I still don't understand this. Why is that counter the closest to the next step? This. We're not in a good position. This is exactly where I knew Berserk wasn't the best pick for this deck. Specifically, if I had Ice Cold, it would have been better, because even in this boss fight, I noticed that I got really close to killing the boss, but one thing which mattered a lot was Ice Cold Freeze, which actually disrupted my Rocket Gunners and Berserk twice the entire wave, and which did got me very close to the boss fight, yet his Ice Cold Slow helped him deal with enemies much more better than me, and he was able to get the victory. So GG's to him for that. No. Damn. I should have expected that's gonna happen, so I did had extra deck, so that's good. So this is the deck which I'm gonna be using now. Wish me luck. For all the marbles. Ooh, okay. Westport and okay, that's a very interesting deck. I don't know, but that he's gonna try to tank everything with Sorcerer is what I would guess. Both are getting the same things. Of course he's gonna go with this. First of all, this was very unexpected. Second of all, I was prepared with my deck and I was not here to hold back. So I started as usual, and he was using Vesper pretty much fine enough, I'm not gonna lie. He used Vesper for the fans as he told me, but over here it was pretty interesting as it would still be pretty fine. Only thing which could counter him is what I get in the next few waves, which is Ghosts. Now Ghosts are definitely gonna be something which would counter him. Yet he had Twilight Longbows. I was scared that I might just give him a lot of buff with that, so I avoided that. I don't know if that was the right move or not, but that was my thinking there. Twilight Longbows to counter my... he's gonna try to stop the boss at one place and take it out, I guess. I can see it. First of all, shout out to Bucktail for helping me build this deck and try out this deck, because now I had mastered this deck. The rule of this deck was pretty simple. I will be using Necromancer to just spawn skeletons on opponent's side. If I have enough gold, I might go for the Death Rider too, but that's not important. What's important is stalling out enemies and getting rid of them as soon as possible, polymorphing them when needed, and just teleport, polymorph, and sabotage when needed according to the enemies and what lane they are, so my rocket gunners can focus on the boss in case, as I knew it was going to be this map, so I had to make the boss run, and once he starts running, now in the other lane I have to take out all of the enemies as soon as possible. So as I do that, my rocket gunners will be able to target the final boss very much easily and get rid of him through the sting missiles a lot much more faster than him. GG's. Okay, that's 1-0. same deck again? Okay, I was pretty shocked when he used the same deck again. Yet, he told me the reasons why he used again Vesper. He thought he could have won with Vesper, but I got Ghosts in this match again, which got him in a pretty tough position, or else he would have been taken out to the boss with the help of Rocket Gunners apparently. So yes, I think that was something which really mattered in this game too. Again, it was a neck-to-neck battle. I wondered if he used Ice Cold or something that would be more neck-to-neck, yet it was his decision. I was in here to give everything I have. I'm not gonna hold back. I never had the thought of it, and that's the reason I was playing first of all. So I did my best, he did his best, and this was the entire match. I think he's definitely gonna go around there. This is the final wave. Another error I could find in his strategy was using 2 Necromancer, where he might would have tried to get a Glacial Druid and try to max it out, because if he tried to do that, he wouldn't have been overwhelmed with so many enemies, and that caused him not being able to kill the boss that fast enough. But yeah, GG's. Oh, I can't get it. Oh man. That was a very heart touching moment for me. Not only that, all the battles were just so sweaty. I had to sweat completely. I didn't want it to make a single mistake during the entire match, because even one small mistake can cost me a huge amount, is what I would believe. So I decided to give everything I have over here, just, you know, trying my best. And I could literally hear my heart beat at the end few moments, so I just had to take a few moments of silence to just recover from that. But it was very much amazing battle. I really enjoyed it. Just amazing play by Drow over here. Good game. And then we got ourselves into VC and talked. We're gonna get ourselves into a VC with them. Hello.
How are you doing?
Yes. I genuinely have one question.
Yeah.
You had the chance to get yourself an Ice Cold or any other dragon. Why did you decide to use Vesper here?
I use Vesper only for the fans. I feel like when people see me whip out Vesper tomorrow, they're gonna go crazy. Especially since I had that match with Ice Cult. You know, I feel like I showed that I can use Ice Cult. I made it this far. It wouldn't be fair to my community if I didn't use Vesper. So like, even with the second match, the reason I kept Vesper in the second time was I thought that if I had just focused Rocket Gunners that second match, I would have won. But unfortunately, I went with the Twilight Longbows to get the support blaze, and then that was basically missing out on the eco that I could have gotten for more Rocket Gunners. And I could have won that second match, but unfortunately I didn't. And that Ghost Booster really killed me on the third match. There's just nothing I could do against the Ghost Booster. But it's still pretty close.
Yes, a good game, definitely. I genuinely think if you used Ice Cold, that would have been really close. I genuinely think that. Apparently, I had this deck in my mind, the one I used in second and third round, but I wanted to use the first deck in the first round because I used the first deck in every single matches and made it this far. But I never expected anyone to use an anti-meta deck except you. So I had this anti-meta deck just as a backup plan, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's good that you know. I mean, do you know Seti, for example? I'm pretty sure you do because you played him before,
Yes, I do.
right?
I have played it.
Yeah, that's who I got the deck from. So it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not even like really my skill. It's like, and that's what I'm gonna say in my video when I make about the Creator Cup. I'm gonna give Seti credit for using his deck, and then as well as Castle for showing it to me and helping like coach me on it a little bit. So Necromancer's going under people's radar. That's the same deck that I used in the other matchups that I had. But I did use Ice Scout the entire time. I just felt like I needed to use Vesper because it's going to be so much fun seeing what people say. I really wish that I had swapped my strategy in that second round and went full Gunners, because Everdon is like always that Hog Rider boss on that specific map. I was also hoping I'd low-key get a map with like JT or something.
Yeah, definitely. Like, can you imagine we got the same map 3-0 matches? Actually 4-0 matches.
That's what happened in my match with Alex. I had it 4 times in a row, and then with Rexy, I actually had 3 different maps. That was good. But the thing is, we're in Stormcloud Mountain, so we don't have access to like all the Forsaken maps.
True.
It'll be a fun tournament. I'm excited to watch it tomorrow.
Yes, same.
And we'll see how people react, I guess.
Bows and Rocket Gunners in my deck as my second deck slot ready up, but I didn't use it because I was not much confident with 12 longbows.
Yeah, that's fair.
Battle against you, I had a lot of fun. GG's.
I'll see you in the stream tomorrow. Hopefully. Have a good one.
Have a great one too. Fun. And I talked with Drow. He told me what was his strategy. It was pretty neck to neck. It could have been more neck to neck, I would consider, but I was here for giving my all. I always had a dream to actually win a gaming tournament, and my exams are coming up in 28th. It was really mind-wracking for me, but I still wanted to give this tournament a chance, and I was here to give all I have. And yes, GG's to everyone. I really appreciate everyone in this entire tournament. It could have been possible without the help of Ironhide Game Studios conducting this. Thank you for everyone, and GG's to everyone in this entire tournament. It's just amazing. I had the strategies, I had trained. Thank you very much who has helped me in training and even understanding all of the decks. I couldn't have been more grateful. God's plan at the end, and thank you very much. I am really happy to win this entire tournament. Go ahead and use the link in the description down below and download Kingdom Rush Battles right here, right now, as it's great to see this community grow. Share this video with the friends. Let everyone know even creators can rise up in this community. It's amazing to see that. And yes, I will be saying it. Keep on rushing.